a football and track star during one of the more celebrated varsity seasons at Cordova High School. A transfer from nearby Folsom High School the previous year, McCauley was welcomed with open arms by Max Miller and the coaching staff at Cordova. Miller knew he had a five-tool player, for Marcus was a big play guy for the Bulldogs with highlight-worthy punt and kickoff returns for touchdowns, and his open field tackles were already the talk of the section. At Cordova, McCauley starred at wide receiver, running back, and kick returner. On defense, he was a punishing open field tackler as a safety and cornerback, building a reputation with his ability to take down powerful running backs and shutting down wide receivers. How good was Marcus McCauley? In a game against Bear Creek, he juked the entire defense on a 66-yard reverse for a touchdown. Wrote the Grapevine's Doug Hawks the next week. McCauley faked the final defender out of his shoes and put it into cruise control the rest of the way. In 2001, Marcus helped the Lancers advance to the Division II semifinals, earning all-city honors as a senior. By season's end, he was considered one of the best area all-around talents by the Sacramento Bee. As a track star, this young man was just electric. During his senior year, Marcus joined teammates Blake LeBoy, Dwan Brown, Diamond Francis, Roosevelt McNeil, and Cedric Ellis to win the subsection, league, and section titles in the 400-meter relay. Catch me if you can, and nobody did. These fellows had developed close friendships during that time, some dating back to elementary school, but the quartet provided comic relief often at their own expense. Whether it was joking about one another's hair or attire, the life of the party was always wherever and whenever they happened to be at the time. As then coach Shane Jackson told the Bee, "I thought I was going to get into a car wreck. I was laughing so hard." Then it was on to Fresno State, where Marcus initially played on special teams and defense. But the following year, he turned it up a notch and in a big way. 45 tackles, 3 interceptions, including 1 for a touchdown, 8 pass deflections. It all added up to a second-team All-Western Athletic Conference selection. His senior season was just as good, but all told, Marcus McCauley gained national attention with 142 tackles, 22 pass deflects, and 4 interceptions during a stellar 3-year career at Fresno State. Next stop was the National Football League. Taken by the Minnesota Vikings in the 7th round of the 2007 draft, McCauley played 3 seasons in the NFL. As a rookie cornerback in 2007, Marcus started 9 of 16 games and registered 63 combined tackles, 53 solos, and 5 assists on a Viking team that finished 8-8. Injuries limited Marcus to 10 games the next season, but he had a key solo tackle in the Vikings' 10-7 wildcard playoff loss to Philadelphia. Taken together, the Cordova High and Fresno State standout registered 69 combined tackles during his 2 seasons as a Minnesota Viking. McCauley concluded his NFL career after brief stints with the Lions and the Saints, but local fans might recall that the talented cornerback came back to Sacramento in 2010 as a member of the Sacramento Mountain Lions. In fact, his key interception late in the game preserved a 21-17 Mountain Lions win over Florida. For Marcus McCauley, the one person who is near and dear to his heart was his father, Marcus Sr. Says he, "I always looked to my dad for help no matter what the situation was. He always kept me on track."